Wrong way. Cold start with the Aero and the Augusta titanium slip-on exhaust with the custom link pipe that was made for it.
What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Back with another video on the Brutale 1000 RR. You guys saw the title and thumbnail. This video, we're finally riding with the new exhaust, because the last, I don't even know how many videos, Steve has been riding my Brutale RR more than me, because there's a bunch of events and I wanted to take my HU and the HR since we haven't taken those two events. But we finally got some time to ride this thing with a brand new exhaust. Of course, we got Mr. MV here with us. Made a little entry right there. I'm getting the hang of the bike now. It's not as wobbly as before, but of course, you know, it's a lot easier when it's straight. Also, I realized that the fuel light came on, so maybe we shouldn't do too many of these pulls. Spicy pops. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, when I picked this bike up new, we took it straight to MV Augusta LA, and Mikey has this link pipe that we installed. So we removed the big box resonator, which I feel like dampens the most amount of noise. So I didn't think that this titanium muffler is going to increase the sound that much, but what in the tricycle is that? But it sure did. This bike definitely sounds a lot louder now and a lot more aggressive. It just sounds like straight pipe pretty much at this point, even though it's not. It still has the cats and the headers, so it definitely isn't straight pipe, and it could be louder. And the next video I make with this thing is when I'm gonna explain the whole deal with this bike. Woo! What a sound. What's up, tricycle? So yeah, we installed the link pipe initially, and then we finally took it back there again, and we bought the last titanium Aero exhaust directly from MV Augusta. So this exhaust, this quad exhaust, which I do like the quad exhaust design, is pretty much the only option available for these bikes. You could do the Nürburgring style, which is a single exit. So that would have been an option, but I feel like to keep, you know, the titanium look and that quad exit, it probably looks a little bit cooler and a little different, since the Rush has a similar style to the Nürburgring with the, it's not a single, it's a dual, but it's one-sided. So we had only those two options, and obviously I thought this one looked a little bit better, just because, I mean, both of them are amazing options. This one just, I don't know, I love the quad exhaust and I never have anything like that. So, alright, Mr. MV. I'm about to have no gas at all. Hopefully we make it back. man, this bike sounds so crazy. Alright, like I said, the fuel light came on, and after those pulls, I feel like this bike is gonna run out of gas, even though it tells me I have a good amount of gas. I also turned on the wheelie control to make sure that, you know, it's not coming up and the bike is just cutting a lot of power. So this is full power pretty much, nothing is cutting out, all controlled by the throttle. I hope this can get the way this sounds on camera, because it is absolutely a blast. It sounds so good right now. It actually sounds, it's a different tone, slightly different tone. This is just a blast to ride, man. This is a hyper bike, a hyper naked bike that can keep up with like fast super bikes, as you guys have seen, not only from me riding this thing against Steve's V4R, but also Steve riding this against the HP4 race. And this bike, you know, kept up pretty well, even though it's a naked bike. Yes, it makes over 200 horsepower, but again, this is like, an exhaust is not going to do much. Sure, it saved weight, but still, this bike needs a tune to make all the power. But I will explain in the next video. Promise, next video I make with the Brutale is going to be explaining what is happening with the Brutale RR, and yeah, I'll talk more about it, because I've been putting hidden messages here and there about it being temporary and stuff like that. So I'll let you guys know in the next video. But that is also why we didn't install the headers, because that's a bigger job, and we're probably not going to tune it. We might put a servo body in the meantime, and that's it. Oh, Rolls Royce. This bike just sounds crazy, man. Pops, the bangs, everything. As I said, it's not like really obnoxious or anything like that. It's loud. Ah, yeah. It's pretty loud, so I couldn't hear him. I just can't help it, man. When I see a straight road and the bike sounds like this, I gotta, you know, get it up in the RPMs. She just sounds too good. Okay, now we're at a quarter fuel tank after that, so we're gonna go to a spot where we can do some launch controls and some third-person POV shots, so you guys can hear it from an outside perspective, if hearing it from, you know, my homies riding it in the past few videos wasn't enough. High in our RPM, the exhaust is going to be so blue. There he goes. It's such a high-pitched sound, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, I was saying, when we measured the decibels of both this one and the Rush is actually still about 10 decibels louder than this. So this is pretty loud. I think it's just the fact that it's a quad exhaust in here from both sides. It's just, there's so much going on, which is a really cool experience, especially from the outside. When other people are riding it, it sounds really cool and it looks really sick. I've always loved the quad exhaust, especially all the way from back when the OG R1s had the quad exhaust undertails. I've always liked the way those look. What is that? Just a bike on the side of the road? what though? Just a Harley on the side of the road. Probably broke down or something. Are they doing a whole photo shoot there? Our spot is jacked. Oh, look at this thing. Steve would have loved this. Oh yeah, look at those pipes, they're so blue right now. All the titanium is coloring and everything. Bro, look at the inside of the exhaust. So beautiful. It just sounds so unique. So as I was saying, this link pipe is a custom link pipe that I installed on it. From here, this is stock. As I said, I do have titanium headers, which will be explained why they're not on this bike in a future video. And oh, look at that, we used up the entire tire in that little chill ride. He just sounds and looks apart. Like with the satin black, with the way she sounds right now, it's too good. I want to rev, but I feel like it's a little too obnoxious and everyone's gonna be like, what? Gotcha. I had to do it to him. I like how the colors of both of them are kind of matching. You know, this is kind of like satin black, satin metal gray with the red, and this is satin black with the red. Looking good. That 4 is such a beautiful bike. See, I've always liked the quad exhaust. As I said, the OGR ones with the quad, I think it was a TOS exhaust. And then we have these quad exhausts. And then there is the Undertale quad exhaust. He should, if I wish his had something like crazy, kind of like that. Ooh. Oh, beautiful. The carbon touches. Mr. MV knows how to do it.
I'm missing a few more, but
Yeah, we have the same one as the Rush. This one right here, I've done this as well on the Rush. So that looks spicy. Looking good.
it's like too pretty to go too crazy on. Like it's like
Oh no, yeah, definitely. That's, you gotta do it like tastefully with this thing.
even the wheels. People like get wheels, but like man, I love tri-spoke wheels.
I mean, the wheels aren't like bad looking by any means. They look good, but when you're comparing to carbon wheels, it's hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some carbon stuff would look cool.
Carbon wheels would go crazy on this thing. I'm trying to think what is something else that you could do, honestly. The bike is so like painted and finished. Maybe this piece right here,
Yeah,
this plastic piece, if they make that, that would look super sick.
not carbon.
Yeah, definitely levers for it and reservoirs. I gave you reservoirs already, so switch them to the black reservoirs I gave you. I would do the levers. I know you like the race hole one side, but I would do another side.
I have one, but it doesn't quite fit. But I might machine it or get a different one. But this thing in black, machined black.
Oh yeah, I got it from MV Agusta on the Rush. Yeah, so definitely the sprocket carrier, and then I would even do a black sprocket.
Yeah, black sprocket and then titanium nuts, like colored nuts.
Hell yeah. I have those on my V4R. That'll look nice. I wonder if they make this in carbon. A lot of companies make the front sprocket cover in carbon, so maybe. I wish they made this in carbon because I have same thing on the Rush. That's the one piece missing on my Rush, but nobody makes it. It would have been so cool.
I always debate taking this, and these, and making them black. So black, black, black.
That would be really sick. I mean, those are easier, but the frame, subframe is going to be a little harder. Also, quick release gas cap would be nice. Definitely like something I would go maybe black or silver with like red.
The red.
I want the black one with the red. I just want to get the one that it's out of stock right now, and I'm waiting for it to come back.
Can we remove these when we go back home?
Maybe. For it to come back in stock, but I want the one that says MV on it. That's why I haven't gone.
Oh, I see. I have 18 miles left. Oh no, I put 18 miles since the trip fuel came on, and those were hard miles, bro. We're barely gonna make it to the gas station. I'm gonna only do the launch control once. Yeah, probably just stand right there, and I'll do a little. Oh yeah, I'm trying to turn on the traction control at 4. Why?
So like there's no chance for spinning at all.
Oh, okay. You know better, Mr. MV. We'll keep it at whatever you set it at. Okay, launch control. First of all, pull the clutch, engage first gear. We'll just hear it first time. And now we're gonna do it. And launch control time. Oh my god, that was fun. This thing really launched. We gotta do it one more time as we're leaving. Oh, that was fun. I got it now. It's I was doing it too slow. You gotta like really open, like jerk full throttle, and then I'll engage it. You can't rev it slow.
I think that you feel like FLC intervened on those wheelies, or did you come down?
It just came up. I had to control it. It took off and it was doing the wheelie without like anything.
You feel like? Wait a minute.
Thanks, bro.
I feel like you got higher than 12 degrees too.
It wasn't too bad. Like I kind of, you know, it wasn't like jerky. You know what I mean? Like it took off and I released the clutch kind of like slow. It definitely wheelied past that level, the launch control level, the wheelie control level. Because I've ridden with it with the wheelie control and I like full pin it and I know where it stops. So this definitely went higher.
I gotta inquire about it because I felt the same thing when I tried it and I was like, wait, what the fuck? Because I full throttle like went for it like.
I'm not gonna lie, if you're launching the bike, you should know how to ride and control it. You don't need wheelie control to help you. Maybe it allows it to go higher up than normal. You know what I mean? Dude, this bike is honestly like the perfect balance of like for street use. So it's just, it sounds good, it rides good, it's comfortable. The quick shifter is so nice. And the more I ride this thing, I'm like, why can't MV have me like activate the quick shifter and GP shift? I would love if the quick shifter on the MVs is like one of my favorites. It's super like crisp, you know what I mean? It's not like super aggressive and fast, like for example butter smooth like the BMW. The Ducati is also like kind of like just more buttery. This is like, I like the click, you know what I mean? It's kind of like the R1M, but I think it's actually better. It just has a like such a smooth, like it's fast but it has that like snap and then you hear it too. It's really fun and the downshifts are so smooth.
If anybody could convince MV to like put the GP shift file like available for dealers to like rewrite the ECU or something, it's probably us.
MV, please MV. Yeah, or out in the technology, the computers and all, because come on, like the quick shifter works beautifully on these bikes, the auto blipper.
The thing is because you physically have to cut that guard for it to like.
That is true. I did have to modify my carbon piece. This is, I was told it's like a $1,500 carbon piece. So I had to cut it right here because what we did to have it as GP shift is this goes up. So as you guys can see, this can't go up. That's what we did with the Rush. So maybe, but I'm pretty sure they can come up with like a solution for future models or something like that, or you know, just an aftermarket thing for the people that like want GP shift and the auto blipper. All right, we're losing light. I'm gonna take off the ND filter and I'll probably launch it one more time out of here and then we'll get some gas. Launch again. Pull the clutch, first gear. Yeah, I tested it out. I went a little higher on purpose to see if the wheel control would kick on. It did not come on. That was all me, boys.
So yeah, long story short, if you're not, you know, experienced with controlling your bike, just don't launch it. But I had to do it for you guys, and we got 2 third-person POVs with it too. I can't wait to hear that from an outside perspective, because that is gonna sound so sick, honestly. There you guys have it. Beautiful, beautiful sunset ride. We got to ride this thing with the new exhaust. Honestly, I'm liking this more and more when I ride it. There's certain bikes where you think, you know, they're all crazy, and you ride them, it's a little underwhelming. And there's bikes that you're like, okay, this is really cool, you know, and then you ride them, and the more you ride them, the more you fall in love with them. And I think this is one of these bikes that the more I ride, the more I'm enjoying, because, dude, it's like a drug. I'm comfortable, I can mob, it sounds good, it feels good, like, you know what I mean? I have a comfort seat, it still is exotic and aggressive, and it looks apart. And I don't know why, I can't pinpoint why, but it just feels like it rides better than my Rush. I don't know if it's me, or maybe because it's a newer year. My Rush is 2 years older. My Rush is a 22 model. This is the brand new 24 model. So possibly because of that, this bike has refined electronics, because I don't know, it feels really smooth, it's really fun, it's exciting, you know what I mean? Like, that launch control was very exciting. I don't know what to tell you guys, but every time I ride, I want to ride it more. Like, I can't list really any disadvantages with this thing, because one of my biggest disadvantages, I talked about the Rush, is the electronics. I felt the electronics were lacking a little bit. This definitely feels a lot better. Oh, I'm literally out of gas. This might be not good. The fuel gauge is beeping at me. We said a little too hard, bud. I've never seen the fuel light beep at me. But I was watching the fuel gauge right here. It didn't drop a lot before quarter, but I think it goes quarter at a time. So I don't know. It's definitely, I felt it cutting power. So I have never ridden a bike this low of an RPM in my life. Actually, the first time I ever rode my H2R, it was on slicks and it was in the rain, and it had 0 miles on it. Can you blame me? Slicks in the rain on a brand new H2R that I've never ridden before. I was definitely a little concerned. Oh, we're going straight to the gas station. Worst case, Jose is gonna have to do this and just push me to the gas station. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about the sound of this thing? Be completely honest and brutal, because I want to hear what you guys think. I personally really love it, and you guys know I'm a pretty harsh critic when it comes to all of this stuff. If I like it, I'll let you guys know. If I don't like it, I'll let you know as well. It doesn't matter if it's my bike or someone else's bike. I always try to give you guys as honest of a review as possible. And I wish, hopefully, in the some of the future events, I'll be taking this thing, either me riding it or one of the homies riding it, to events, so you guys can get to experience and hear it first hand. Because honestly, it's worth it. You guys need to hear this thing. Yay! We made it to the gas station. She pulled through. Sounds so spicy. Tesla owners, right? Just take the turn, there's no cars. It's a joke because I have a Tesla too. But, hey, let's be real. Tesla drivers, most of them can't drive. The only reason I haven't ended the video yet is because I wanted to get this thing under the gas station lights. Gas station lighting is always superior. Hey, we made it. Trooper. Alright, you guys, hope you enjoyed this video. This bike sounds insane. Send me that video as also right now before you leave. Yeah, airdrop it to me, please. Definitely want to add both of these in the video. I might even make a reel out of them. Follow me on Instagram, same name as my YouTube, if you guys are interested in seeing it more, you know, in the meantime, because it's a lot easier to just edit a reel than a whole YouTube video. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know again, what do you guys think about the Aero MV Agusta titanium slip-on that we added? Definitely transformed the way this bike feels and sounds, and it saved us some weight, especially with that link pipe. And now it's just the headers, but the other one was pretty heavy. This was like nothing. If you guys missed the install video, go back and check it out. We also did some cold starts and, you know, some revving and stuff like that. This has carbon wheels. I can't even imagine how nimble it would feel. All it needs
not even the carbon wheels, if the front was a little more stable, this thing would shred. I mean, you saw, dude, this thing can really like move. It feels really good.
Let's get those fork winglets that I just sent in the chat.
Nah, bro. He sent a picture. Steve tried to put a picture here if possible. Apparently there's new wings that mount to the fork. I mean, hey, it'll probably help, but I wonder how that works, because the forks move. You know what I mean? I mean, it does have these wings, which probably help a lot, but it definitely, with how powerful it is, it definitely needs a little bit more downforce in the front.
In the wind tunnel, believe it or not, see the little kick right here?
Uh-huh.
This is just so that it gets the wind like right over your knees, so that it can hit like at the top speeds that it can hit.
Dude, when I'm tucked, it definitely feels a lot more stable. When you're tucked, it's completely like a different geometry. In the first video, my first ride with this thing, everyone was like, oh, it's wobbly. And I'm like, obviously, it's a naked bike doing, you know, pretty crazy speeds on a closed course by trained professionals. Don't try this at home. And yeah, like today, I definitely got it down a little bit more. And this bike moves. It can definitely, I think it can hit the 200 mile an hour. I wish we can tune it and all that. But that'll be, maybe, probably, most likely, for the next bike. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be the next video I make with the Brutale RR. Not the next video, but the next video I make with this bike. I'll be making a video explaining, you know, I've been teasing a lot why I have this bike, why it's temporary and all of that, but I'll explain it in the next video. And yeah, get to hear your thoughts and all, and maybe get you guys excited a little bit about it. But yeah, we'll do one last startup and then we'll peace out. Oh, she's full now. Cheap date, 20 bucks for a lot of fun. Alright guys, peace out and ride safe.